Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We're on Djebel Pass. Previously spawned down the bottom, we've got Miguel, aka Dev M, playing with Afrika Corps, locked into Italian combined arms. Starting out COH3 and a Basiglieri. On the top side, we've got Barbarossa with US forces. It's gone for advanced infantry. Started out with a triple scout build with a support center into a machine gun. In terms of rankings, Barbarossa 17, Miguel 4. Their respective factions. So I don't know if I've cast any games on this map. Well, at least not since it's been an auto match, maybe. Back when I was in a couple of those early tournaments before it got properly released. So I wanted to see what was going on. Because I don't really know what I'm doing on this map myself. See what these high ranked players are up to. So I do think this map is like a very, very, very good map for Basiglieri because it is reasonably large. And of course, them having the passive sprint helps them zip around.
Scout squad is ready and able.
Really helps with map control. By a similar token, I have found machine guns to maybe not be that big because the map is so big. They have trouble covering it effectively. But Barbarossa here with 4 scouts to start off with. We'll eventually be able to upgrade them to artillery observers, which I'm definitely imagining he's going to be doing shortly. Once he gets one command point together. So Miguel here early on the cutoff. Not using the COH3 immediately in combat though, so it's interesting to see. Doesn't stay in the capture circle. Runs into the heavy cover, trying to force the scout away as quickly as possible. Machine gun suppressing, but now getting flanked. Burst is in a bit of trouble. But there's not much in their retreat path, so they're alright. Here we go, just a full-on attack from Miguel right onto the cutoff. Barbarossa holding on for as long as he can. Has hit one command point now.
And a captain has been assigned to you.
Smoked up, and he's hiding in the smoke to hold on to his cutoff for as long as possible here. Oh, this is just... Was that just the Vet 1 smoke? It might have just been the Vet 1 smoke. The smoke drop. And that's the thing with scouts, you know, they hit Vet 1 so quickly just from capping. Actually, makes a big difference. You get that durability increase, as well as that early Vet 1 ability. But yeah, successful hold from Barbarossa on the cutoff. Devin brought everything. Oh, sorry, got Miguel brought everything up there, and he couldn't decap it. He does go over to the other side though, decap the fuel. But yeah, good hold. No medics yet for Barbarossa. Maybe he's looking for a half track. He also didn't go straight for artillery observers as soon as he got one command point. Maybe. I think they are just straight up better than scouts, right? I was going to say maybe he feels like he can't reinforce them, so he doesn't want to do it, but even if you're just running around with them on 3 men, I believe they do have better accuracy or something. Can't remember. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Contact! Small arms! Commander, we're losing territory.
Not quite properly behind heavy cover there. But yeah, look at the map control for Miguel on this Djebel Pass map. Very hard to deal with. Definitely feels like a DAC map, this one.
M3 half-track moving to the line.
But here we go, half-track built. Not like that fast, really. Can often have them upgraded by now.
Commander, it's done.
Grenade onto the machine gun. This is a dangerous retreat path. The quad only about halfway done on the upgrade. Remember, they did greatly increase how long it takes to complete these upgrades. But he's got the half track right there, so even if it did get decrewed, he could jump on it with the half track auto crew. And now he's looking for some revenge, going in for the chase down. A bit of an awkward pathing and sight blockers through there, but gets the kill anyway. So it's a big loss for Miguel. He thought he was going to get a machine gun kill and steal. Instead, he loses one of his bursts.
Captured a victory point. Elite
6
Rangers
minutes.
are standing by.
Jaeger's immediately called in, and a flak feeling in the build about to pop out. Pretty fast flak. There's quite a lot of wire on this map, so you got to be careful with your light vehicles. Can often give yourself a slowdown by accident. Here comes the 250. One volley. Pops the button. Oh! That was really lucky for DVM. Wow. Oh my goodness. That was really, really lucky that he got that last volley of shots off. He was suppressed. That was crazy. Sometimes, you know, like the smoking wreck of your own vehicle can block your sight as well. And I guess just enough damage from the small arms on the quad such that it died to 3 volleys. A lot of things went right there for Miguel with that dive. He certainly does not have combat half tracks upgraded. Oops.
Our territory's cut off from supply. Reconnect with it.
So he didn't have the extra durability. He was engaging a pretty good range though.
Designate assault
And the
positions
quad
at
was
will,
moving,
Commander.
which just greatly drops its DPS. Do have the mid tent up for Barbarossa.
Alpha sector.
And he has finally gone for artillery observers now. Mid truck
One of our
coming in
munitions
for
points being
Miguel.
neutralized.
I mean, look at his map control. Still excellent. Actually a pretty low VP drain overall though. So far this match, 8 minutes in. Not many points have been lost.
Commander, we've lost the sector.
Just gotten a bit close there.
Our victory point.
He's going to back out to some capping, maybe auto repair while he's at it. Black feelings over here. No, not a rebuild. He's going to go for the 75mm upgrade this time round. He's gone for an artillery beacon somewhere.
The enemy is stealing our munitions point.
Can't click on that and see where it is. Must be queued up, right? Oh, late retreat here for Barbarossa. Taking some big hits. I think he's trying to bait the flak to stay in position for a little bit longer so the M3 could get a shot off. Does work, but did carry a bit of a risk of a squad wipe. And Jaeger's nicely positioned, intercepting, but sight blocker here. Wow, he gets another volley off just before he gets behind it. No engineers for repairs yet for Barbarossa, and he doesn't have enough manpower to build one either, so it's a problem. He puts a beacon up in the middle, by the way. Interesting, to cover that mid-VP, I guess.
They have taken our victory
You can see on
point.
the mini-map where it covers. Does cover the edge of the VP. But yeah, generally, as US forces, it can be tough fighting against a DAC player in the early stages without a machine gun. Often like blob up around their light vehicles, and it's very hard to fight them head on if you don't have a source of suppression.
Engineers on the field.
That's why it's been more popular with the Weapon Support Center as of late. That was sloppy from Miguel. That was really sloppy. He was marked. What was he really accomplishing there? Very high risk for and not particularly rewarding D-crew on a machine gun that he couldn't even steal, you know? It's just bad play. And yeah, he's gone for another burster, so he doesn't have manpower to say go for vehicle smoke. Maybe if he hadn't got squad wiped, we would have seen vehicle smoke and he might have got out of that, but not happening. that beacon. Raiders online now, though, for the bursters as well as 6-man. The artillery observers, not that good in combat. Raid in. No dodge from Barbarossa. Flanked by the Panzerjägers. Has to retreat. So, I mean, as things stand right now, Barbarossa in a pretty good spot. The flak feeling having gone down.
Defend our victory point.
Miguel has had crazy munitions, by the way. Like, remember when he had 75% of the map for most of the early game? He had got crazy munitions income such that even after getting Braiders on everything, he's still got 200 in reserve. But he has gone for the Caros, it looks like. I was going to say the strafe in this battle group did get made a lot better in the previous patch, but I think he's opting for the strafe. He's... Hold on, are things ticking now?
Advanced logistics will reduce
I'm getting that right on this battle group,
reinforcing our
aren't I? He's denied himself the strafe with the selections.
A victory point is under attack. We must act.
Strange.
A victory point has fallen into enemy control.
Okay, goes for an assault green half-track now. We are at that stage where we maybe consider going for an AT gun half-track instead.
Survival training course is complete.
Suppression and the beacon combining up there. Big time retreats forced.
The enemy have taken territory from us.
Jumps out of the half-track. Maybe he's going to do some repairs on it with the Panzerpies.
Enemy activity near our munitions point.
Just avoids getting suppressed there. Get 3 on this machine gun over here already, by the way.
Territory point is no longer under our control.
Gonna find the beacon here. Still just hunting down the machine gun. There he goes, switch over to the beacon now. He just can't keep chasing and keep chasing the machine gun. He's taking too much damage from every other unit that was nearby. Could this be the end of the crud? No, gets out of there just before the 75mm3 comes into range. He's going to go for another Panzerjäger 250.
Man point should be spent when possible.
Why does it show the Semovente after the Caro? It's not possible. Guess he unlocked them both at the same time.
Mass infantry reserves are available to tie up enemy forces.
He's just driving straight ahead. He gets marked. Dies to one shot.
HMG team deployed.
There's some damage on it, but it was not a very subtle move from Miguel. Just charging straight in. And here we go. Renter blob coming in.
Sector gone.
Miguel not very well equipped to handle a renter blob. So it's going for the cutoff. And Miguel doesn't have any suppression, doesn't have any big AoE damage to like clear this off. It's going for a P3. Got that in the build now.
We're losing a fuel victory point now under enemy control.
Bit of a close call here. Will the machine gun get the kill? Not quite. Pretty close though.
Complete. We have the upgrade. Order completed.
Oh wow, didn't send it to the cutoff, sent to the low fuel over here. Interesting. Oh, that's a big grenade assault from behind the building. Assault Green's gonna stay aggressive. First is going to pick it up. Let's pick up for Miguel. As I said, he kind of does need some suppression to handle the renter blob, obviously with... Oops. Drove straight out into the renter blob there. Whoops, that's not good for Miguel. Does kind of need some suppression for the renter blobs. Not going to be too good against all these artillery observers. Can spot them from miles away. Here we got P3 on the field for Miguel. Got the machine gun upgraded on it already. I'm trying to prioritize vehicles here. Damage on the 75mm3. It looks like Barbarossa building another half track.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory
Barbarossa
point.
has not ticked up at all. He's got advanced logistics though, survival training, super bazookas.
Victory point has fallen
So
into
he's
enemy
been
control.
going for a lot of infantry support center upgrades. That's where all his fuel's been invested lately.
Isolated.
And remember, those super bazookas do apply to the renter blob as well. Makes them even harder to handle with vehicles. But yeah, this is a tremendous amount of capping power for Barbarossa, having so many artillery observers. Even Miguel with a
Defend our victory
strategy
point.
that's very good at capping, having trouble keeping up now. He's lost the earlier combat advantage.
They have taken our victory point. Enemy movement near a victory point.
P3 heading to the bottom. Is that artillery cover?
What's next? They've captured a victory point. Territory out of supply.
Dodging the
They've cut us
barrage. Did go for a second 75mm3. These strats definitely not going to be as useful as they were previously, with the blind now instead of the target weak point. It's definitely weakened the 75mm3 by a noticeable amount. You're barraged off there with that stolen machine gun. Big question for Miguel now is he going to go for another P3? Walking Stuka or stall for the Tiger?
Territory sector claimed by the enemy.
Here comes the renter blob. There's nothing really in the vicinity though. Might just send it over, sit outside Miguel's base entrance. P3's over here. Barbarossa does actually have a VP lead at this stage of the match.
Sector gone. We must take it back.
Bazooka's going hunting for the P3. And yeah, looks like that is a strat. I'm just sending it over to the base entrance. Double 75mm3's coming in, but they're in an awkward spot. Tries to use the blind. Miguel trying to drive away here. Gonna get away with it, and here comes a Panzerjäger 250. Oh, doesn't quite get a second volley off. Probably would have killed this if he did, though. But yeah, I thought maybe there was an option there for Miguel to just like do some crazy circling stuff, micro tricks around these sight blockers in this area. Obviously,
The enemy is stealing our munitions point.
there was that bazooka squad somewhat nearby, though. Might have been worried about that. But yeah, could have bought some time. Maybe then brought the Panzerjäger 250 in from the other side
The sector's been overrun.
and
It's
blasted
theirs
them
now.
while they're facing the wrong direction. That's alright. Everything survives. Apart from the 250, but they're not that
Heavy machine gun is
useful
in
at this stage of the game anyway.
We need to use our command points.
Oh! Wanted to commit the capture. Can't. Barbarossa gonna hope for a lucky shot here. Doesn't get it. Oh wow, is that artillery cover on the cutoff? Wow, I didn't notice that. I was like, where's the circle? Just haven't heard it shoot anything.
Another infantry assault is ready at the rear.
He was really committing a lot. Well, I suppose he has so much munitions, he maybe just felt the need to burn it, but here he comes now with the
Our territory's cut off from supply. Reconnect with it.
assault squad, but there's the renter blob. The renter blob could get absolutely deleted by this, though.
Enemy CP in sight! Later, goddammit!
Territory lost.
Rifles losing integrity!
Pretty, dead.
Sector lost.
Honestly, I feel like that artillery cover, a lot of the time the best hits for it is when it targets a vehicle and then the infantry just run through the vehicle targeting. So it seems to do the most damage. E3's marks, here come the half tracks. This one's not completed its upgrade yet. There's a lot of blockers through here, making life a bit awkward for Barbarossa. Mark's about to wear off. Let's go to the top side. There are some Panzerjägers coming up. Is he still committing for the kill? He's coming in. He's got the bazookas coming in. This P3's in some major trouble. Hiding up in the top corner. There's a bit of space up there. Barbarossa could have done this a bit better, I think.
M3 half-track
If he sent all of his stuff in, if he just sent it all in, I think he would have found it and he would have killed it. Maybe would have lost 2 half-tracks. Probably a better outcome than not killing it and losing one anyway. Maybe his micro letting him down a little bit there. Felt like maybe he like attack moved stuff forwards and some of these were non-prioritized vehicles. It's alright. Finds the P3 again, hoping to intercept. Oh, but it's not enough damage. Yeah, he's gone for emergency repair kits. We saw a bit of auto repairing in that corner and the extra health. Keeping the P3 alive there. I did see him go for... what's it called? Armored reserves?
We're losing it.
Don't know if he completed the upgrade or cancelled it, Miguel.
M3 half-track moving to the line.
No, he's completed it.
We've taken victory point, now under enemy control.
But he is an eternity of manpower away from a Tiger. Looks like Barbarossa just continuing on the 75mm M3s.
Another infantry assault
Going for
is ready at the
more
rear.
machine guns. He's going to have 4 machine guns. And that's going to be very hard to outposition. Even on a huge map like this with squads that can sprint.
HMG team deployed.
Here they come. Looks like Barbarossa was micro letting him down a little bit. Just maybe attack moving around a bit. Not trying too hard. Artillery cover coming in here. This is pretty much burning through his last dose of munitions though, Miguel, and he's not going to reaccumulate them that quickly because his map control has been waning.
They've captured a victory point.
Gets marked again.
They pushed us off a sector.
I mean, definitely in this case with the captain, the mark is the right call. Oh, artillery cover still going, Barbarossa. He lost 2 there. I think one didn't show up on the kill counter because it died to an explosive damage rate. Maybe.
One of our munitions points is being neutralized.
2 dead. Looks like Miguel has recognized that. He's going in with the P3, getting aggressive. Can't quite get the squad wiped though. He knows where the other 75mm M3 is. He's trying to draw it out. Do as much damage as he can. But even after losing those 2 half-tracks, Barbarossa still has the larger army right now. And perhaps you could argue the more upgraded army with all those infantry support center upgrades. But of course, he has invested like nothing into tech. Weapon support center, that's it.
We've been told where we're needed.
We dropped the enemy to 250 points.
The announcer, Miguel, ticking under halfway now. How congested that infantry bar is. So many infantry units and team weapons for Barbarossa. It's got full command points available. Oh wow, that gets decrewed. Late retreat from Miguel. Gets punished for it. Goes for the cutoff again. This stage, the cutoffs just don't really matter too much though. Doesn't manage to secure it anyway because the moles that were standing in the cutoff died early on in the decapture process.
Mass infantry assault initiated.
This has to be the worst decision he could possibly make. Getting buttoned by the machine gun, hoping to get the kill. Oh boy, he's getting slowed by the wire. Bazooka team's coming in. Oh my god, the Stug missed the kill shot too. Oh my goodness. Is Miguel gonna lose a Stug G calling? Just trying to kill 175mm3. That's crazy, man. Bazooka dropped and picked up now by the artillery, but they don't get the kill because they have to reload. Every time a model dies, they have to reload before they can shoot the bazooka. So they were just never able to shoot it. Stug is still alive, but bazookas are in hot pursuit, and the Stug's looking pretty slow, isn't it? Bazookas get one volley off. Might be able to get away here.
Resources cut off. We have territory isolated.
Rent-a-blob wasn't really much of a factor in that engagement. Didn't get sent at the right angle, I don't think, from Barbarossa. But yeah, I don't know why Miguel went for the Stug calling. Seems like just about the worst calling he could possibly go for. Even the P4 assault green would be better. Because the Stugs for DAC, they don't get the Vet 1 point blank blast. They have a different Vet 1. So they can't do anything against infantry. And they're just not that fast, and they're quite cumbersome. Not very good at chasing down 75mm3s, as we saw. Barbarossa probably could have got away with this one if he just kept driving. Obviously his micro is getting stretched, but could have got away. And then they just get lumped up by all the bazookas that Barbarossa has, so... That was a very strange call from DevM to go for the Stug calling. The Stug G calling. DVM's map control looking awful.
Sector lost. No contact.
Really bad. Did lose one of his Bacillary. Again, back down to 2. Barbarossa just has so many units. That USF manpower cheat economy coming in handy. And the thing is, once you have this much map control as Barbarossa plus 68 munitions, you can just spam those rent-a-blobs. It's just so much harder to come back. I suppose that's probably true, right? I was talking about super bazookas applying to the rent-a-blob, but I would imagine the survival training probably buffs up their health as well. Not something you can really check, I don't think, but... Interesting thought anyway. I Could check, but it involved a lot of cheap mods mucking around. Extra coming forwards, bouncing a good number of shots. Even trying to squeeze his way through here, but there's just overlapping machine guns making his life miserable. Here come the bazookas from the side now. Barbarossa going for some attack rounds there. They don't find their mark. Here come the Panzerjägers. Stop driving though. It dies because of it. Might be able to get both. Yes. It's both. Suppression in this game doesn't reduce the reload rate like it did in Code 2. So handheld anti-tank can still be pretty effective even when suppressed. That's what we saw right there from Miguel. Especially on AT rifles, which have such high accuracy. They're guaranteed to pretty much everything. Or they are guaranteed to everything anyway. Still going to be guaranteed to hit. At least have an extremely high chance to hit. But yeah, this is looking miserable for Miguel right now. His map control is awful. Looks like he's trying to stall up for the Tiger. He's losing on the VPs really fast, so he's trying to do something about that. Coming out to the bottom side.
We're losing a fuel point. Enemy is losing their grasp. They're down to 100 points.
Struggling a bit against the engineer here. It's just buying time for Barbarossa to get down here with his machine guns.
Squad has been killed.
His squad wipes, but he stops the decap, and Miguel's losing the map control so fast. The Tiger's just about here, but I think it's going to be too late. Triple cap draining him out too quickly. Renter Bob's going to camp this exit versus need to be charging up. Yep, here he goes now. They're running up there. This one could maybe squeeze its way down onto this point. Tiger has to handle the Renter Blob first. Or maybe he can crush them. Here they go, the pin, the crush. Here it goes. Now has to deal with the bazooka. Gets marked. A few bazookas getting through there. Tiger's already about half. He's capping on the top side. Miguel. No 75mm3s at this stage. But there is a bazooka here. I don't think we've seen him ever use phosphorus, so he might have the satchel. Might have a satchel opportunity here. He tries to go for it. Doesn't quite get it off though. Tiger's rear armor is showing. Marker's worn off. Tiger getting away. Getting low though. Has to deal with these machine guns. The Tiger getting a walloping hit, but here comes another bazooka. The drop one on the artillery observers. Tiger's extremely low in health. Does still have a Panzer Pio. But I think that's going to do. Barbarossa. Oh. No, okay. Clock has stopped. 16 points. You can't hold there for much longer, Miguel.
M3 half-track moving to the line.
Gets in there just before the cap. The Tiger's coming back in, repairing in combat. 75mm3's in the build. He's getting chased off the top side though. It's marked. It's buttoned.
This is it. Take their last 10 points.
Can't get on the bottom side.
Is ready at the rear. Give the word.
Okay, I can hit pause after the surrender. Can't see that on team games though, because there's more UI covering it. Okay, well, there we go. Barbarossa showing us mass scouts, machine guns, and infantry support center upgrades can hold up into the late game. Takes a win off the rank for Miguel here. And Miguel obviously got off to a really strong start, right? He was at about 3/4 of the map, despite of Barbarossa having a lot of scouts that were very strong capping. but just slowly got ground down. You know, maybe Barbarossa with the manpower cheats. Discounts from here. Mid tent casualty clearing. Saving a lot of models. Just slowly walked to his advantage. Forwards. Miguel, you know, playing DAC with infantry can be quite painful. I think Miguel making a massive mistake with the Stugji caller. I can't imagine he intended to click on that. Was that a misclick? I think the Stug and the Tiger are not next to each other though, right? I think the Tiger's next to the P4. Can't remember exactly. Maybe we can go into Miguel's perspective and see. Tiger, Panzer 4, yeah. Maybe he meant to click the P4 and he got the Stugs. I don't know. Very strange. Very, very strange. But yeah, as I said at the time, I just think that was just about the worst possible option he could have selected from those call-ins. So yeah, that's kind of when Miguel lost his grip on the game. You know, he lost a lot going for that 175mm half-track. And Barbarossa's in a better position to build back with all the manpower discounts and stuff. Whereas Miguel playing with DAC in the late game, not so good. I think Miguel may be a little bit too aggressive with his Panzerjäger 250s. Kind of suicided a few of them. Maybe could have tried coming in from some slightly different angles. Maybe he just thinks that, you know, with the observers everywhere with this super high vision range, that trying to go for a sneaky play isn't worth his time. He's probably going to get spotted anyway. Might be the thought process. Maybe, yeah, as well, that one artillery cover he did on the cutoff, that was pretty wasteful. Second one, you know, got a big result, so that was good. But after that, he never really had munitions to continue using any of those commander abilities because he's lost so much map control. And yeah, it's just really hard to deal with this many machine guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think he's got 5 because he stole one back off Miguel. Just everywhere. The Tiger can get the job done, but the Tiger came too late. If he just stalled for the Tiger instead of the Stugs, this could have been a completely different game, I believe. But yeah, there we go. Let's have a look at some of these stats. So I think this is kind of showing the manpower cheat diff. And it's pretty big. Go with a better KD, but remember, killed a lot of renter blobs, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if he was actually behind in the KD ratio. Well, anyway, guys, a wrap on that. If you like again be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.